Hey, welcome to the second episode on how to use Mendeley for your research. And if you are here to watch the first episode on this section, please check the link in the comment section. But in this second section, we are going to be exploring how to use Mendeley for citation in Word document and for paper storage. So the first thing that you have to get running is your Mendeley. So I have my Mendeley app working already, and this is my Mendeley app working. And in the Mendeley app we have so many interfaces there. So we have the file, we have the edit, we have the tool, we have the help, we have all references recently added and all that, recently read, favorite and all that on this comment section. And we have the collections, and I have a lot. And why all this information here on my interface for the people that are new to Mendeley is because I've been using it for years, right? So these are the list of papers that I have installed or exported or imported, either ones, on my Mendeley. So let's get started. So the first thing that the thing that is actually very interesting to us here is the tools, right? So in the tools you can always check install Mendeley web importer, install Mendeley site for Word document. So for me, we can actually just click on this, but this might be a longer route for some people. So the best thing that you have to do is just open your Word document. So when you find your Word document running, just go to insert, right? So in the insert you are going to see a section that we call get heading and my heading. So if you are just using Mendeley for the first time, just go to your office heading, and in your office heading you have a lot. So just type Mendeley, so enter, and it's going to bring it out. And with that, you just put it as hard, and it's going to be added to your Microsoft Word. And to confirm that, you just go to my heading. So in your headings you must have the Mendeley site here. So I already have it, so that's why I have it here. So let's now see how to now utilize this Word document alongside with our Mendeley software. So let's go back to the Mendeley software. So I'm going to be teaching you how to generate reference on your Mendeley software. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to familiarize yourself to this new app. So in this new app we have three options. We have files from computer, we have add entry manually, we have import library. So this import library is very special, and it is, let's say, it's more advanced, right? Because for new papers now, they are coming with all these types, and with that you can always just generate it automatically on any paper, and you just install it and it's going to just come to the Mendeley. But for basic, we are just going to be looking at these two options. So this one works better once you have, that is, the files from the computer, once you have a paper downloaded on your computer already. So you just click on this, and once you click on this, it's going to just, anywhere that those papers are, you have to look for them, and these are the papers that I've downloaded. And I will just say I will just click on it, and I will say open. So in the open, if you check the right hand side, at the bottom side, you are going to be seeing uploading one file, right? So once you see uploading one file, and after that, it's going to now tell you that uploading one file uploaded and one reference generated. Because I've used the paper before, that's why it's giving me this information, right? So because I'm just trying to illustrate, so I've used the paper is already in my Mendeley before, so I just have this message. So that's why I have this message. So you already see the paper here, which is one of my recent paper on information technology and tax revenue. And if you just click on it, you are going to just see the whole of the thing. It has generated it. This is the title, this is my name and the co-authors and the abstract and all that. So I can still go ahead, and instead of using my Hadoop reader Instead of using my Hadoop reader, I can just click on read, and I just use it as my Hadoop reader, and I can always have access to it and just read it anytime I want to read the paper, and that's it. So for example, it's already coming up, paper is coming up, so the paper has loaded, and I can just go ahead and just read and read and read and read, and that's it. So I can still just cancel it if I'm not interested in reading it again. I just cancel it up, and with that, you already generated the reference for that paper. So another way is to go here and come to add manually. So add manually, you can either use any document identifier. For example, we have DOI, so any paper will always have it DOI. So once you have any paper, let's say I have a paper here, so this is a paper that I have, and this is the DOI of the paper. So I can just copy it from this 10, right? So I copy the DOI, I just put it here, and this information I don't need them, cancel it out. So it's just the number that I need. So with that I have the DOI, I just type this search button. So with that, it has generated the reference itself, the name of the author, the title, the year, the number, page, and all that. That actually generated everything. So with that, I just add entry. So I click on add entry, and it's going to add it, that automatically add itself. So another way is that if you don't have the DOI of the paper, which is very rare, and if you don't have the paper itself, or you are not interested in downloading the paper on your system, you can always just go to add entry manually also, and you come to the reference type. So in the reference type, you can always choose if it is a book section, a case, and all that, a website, a working paper. So you just choose anything. So if I say that this is an journal article, I type the title here. Let's say I have tax and development, right, and I have development, I put it here. If I have the author's name, I put my last name first, Adeguye, which is my last name, with a comma, and my first name, and I have it already in this case. So with that, I already have the author's name. So if I have more than one, I just click on add. So same process, the last name first and the first name last, right? So after that, you type in the journal name, you type in the year, you type in the pages, the volume, and all this information. Once you have it, and you click on add entry, and with that, it's going to just generate it automatically, right? Automatically. So after you've done all this, how do we now use it in our Word document? So let's go to our Word document, and this is our Word document. So in our Word document, what you have to locate is your references. So you click on the references. So once you click on the references, you are going to see the Mendeley site already installed on your Word document as a heading. So as heading, so you just click on Mendeley site. So it's going to load for some time, and if it is not connected to your Mendeley software, it's going to take you to the process of you entering your email address and password. Just do it normal, and it's going to just synchronize everything together with your Mendeley software on your system or even online. So with that, so these are the paper that I just put in, right? These are the paper that I have, and let's say that I have a paper I'm working on, and I want to cite a section of a paper. Let's say, for example, now as I want to cite this section of this paper, right? The section of this paper, I just copy, and you know that if I copy and just paste it here, it's still plagiarism. So I still have to paraphrase, and once I paraphrase, I still have to cite, because it's not my idea. I don't want to use it word for word because of plagiarism. I still have to paraphrase and still cite those persons. So once I cite So how do I cite this person? So I just come here, and since it's this guy that owns the idea, I just check on this guy, right? So once I check on this guy, I just say, so you already see the names of the authors here, and you just come to insert one citation. So you can have 2, you can have 3, everything is going to work well. So let's say I have 3 itself, so I check 3, even I can have many more. So you just come to insert 3 citations, and it's just going to bring all that here. So these are the names that I've cited, right? And it brought it neatly without any issue. So in this case, now let's now look at, this is at the end of the sentence. So it's now different when you are doing it at the beginning of this sentence. So let me cancel this out. No, don't let me cancel it out. I still need it. So let's say at the beginning, so I want to cite, so I can just say according to Adigboye. I want to cite Adigboye now. I want to cite Adigboye in this case. So let's just say I have Adigboye here. This is the paper that I've imported into Mendeley software. So I can just come here. Remember that if you just click on this is what is going to bring out, and this is not correct, right? It is not correct, so you have to put it in a correct form. So sometimes I will just copy this name that I need here. So let me still cancel it out because I don't need it. So once I click on this is the process. So I click on this and now check on the name. So it's going to take me to this profile. So if it is a quotation, I will just put the page number here. So let's assume it's a quotation 120. So page 120, that's where it is. So I will now suppress the author. So I will suppress the author. So once I suppress the author, I will just come to save changes and also insert excuse me, let me see what's going on here. Something is wrong. Yeah, so according to, so I already have it, so I just say insert. So in that case, it's just going to bring the year and the page. So I now need to write the name of the author manually, Adigboye et al. So Adigboye et al. 2022, page 120, using, so in that case, let's say that I'm quoting them. If I'm quoting them, I just put quotation mark and all that. So just for example, so that's it. That's how to cite and all of that at the end and at the beginning of any sentence. So to now have the list of your references, you type your references, which will be at the end of your research paper or outcome. So in that case, we're just going to go back to these 3 dots. So in this 3 dot also, sometimes once you import some articles on your Mendeley, it will not synchronize yet on your Word document. So sometimes you just have to come to update from library. So once you click on update on library, it's going to synchronize it automatically. So in the next one, because we want to have the list of the references that we have already, so in that case you just click on insert bibliography. So you just click on insert bibliography. It's going to bring this message and you click on continue. So with that, we have all our list of works that we've cited, and see how neat it is. It came out clean. There's no iota that this is not perfect. Another thing that I forgot to mention is this is a part 7, right? So if you want to change the style, you can just come to citation settings. So in the citation settings, because I'm using a part 7, that's why it's here. So if I want to change the format, I will just come to change format. So we have a lot of them. So if the one that you are looking for is not here, you just come to the option of search more, so you just type anything that you want and it's going to just bring it automatically. You click on it and it's going to just change your citations style to whatever thing that you want. So thank you for your attention since morning. I hope that this episode is useful for you, and we have so many videos that is coming up, and just wait for them. And don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share with your colleagues. And thank you so much. Bye. We'll see you next time.